8 weeks.
Fuck you. I'm gonna find something else, nigga. I know I've been talking about narcissism for fucking a year.
A year?
It's been about a year.
You was talking about narcissism at Epic Browns, nigga.
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can.
That was a year ago.
That's you. Turn it down. Oh, that's you.
That's the TV.
TV.
There's something.
I hear.
We can
It'll
hear.
never stop.
Oxtail.
I gotta choose another topic, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I gotta choose another topic.
Another Kraig fact.
And dive deep into it.
I think I might go. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What's that crackling sound? See that? People need to hear that. Mental health.
It was.
It was. It went away.
Snap, crackle, pop is ceased.
Niggas always want to know how many, how many sexual partners their woman had. Your woman always wants to know how many sexual partners you had. But there's a very important question, I think, that's more important than how many people you've had sex with.
What is that, Kraig?
What is that? What that possible?
Jobs. How many jobs have you had?
Ooh.
Actual jobs where you were getting
Actual jobs.
It's not close to the sexual number.
So it's lower?
Yeah, it was way lower than it.
That's like
I don't believe it.
Okay, so paid sex and sex because they like you is all a part of your number.
No, it's. I mean, I don't know if they liked me or not. That wasn't my business. I was getting pussy that day.
Because some people don't include the pussy they paid for in their actual number of women that they've slept
That should be included.
That should be included.
I include them in mine.
That's included, y'all. Wow.
Included. What you mean?
But jobs is definitely somewhere close to like, since I've been 18, at least 20.
At least 20 jobs? You're a hardworking brother.
Man, I'm probably like 30, 40 jobs. At least since 18.
Since 18, 30, 40 jobs? I'm like that.
Todd, I know you're in this ballpark. What is your ballpark, Todd?
I want to say like 15. I wasn't out there getting a whole bunch of jobs. I have a job and working for a while. No, I'm lying. But it's not 6. It's not more than 15. It can't be more than 15. If it's more than 15, somebody else is filling out applications.
I don't know, because I'm always juggling at least 5 jobs at a time.
And look, different companies. I'm not talking about, nigga, if you drove for 3 different trucking companies, that's 3 different jobs.
That is true. That is true.
Nigga.
But what about weird jobs? You had weird jobs? Like anybody can work at the bank. Like you had like some weird shit?
Somebody said 8 or 9 for sure. The weirdest job I've had some weird ones. I'm trying to think of the weirdest job I've had.
I used to have to watch
trivia host. I did trivia host.
This nigga was a trivia host.
Yeah, I had a trivia night, man, at a pub.
How was orientation for that day?
They took it serious too. You know what I mean? The makers of this trivia company, shout out to Quizmeisters. I mean, Quizmeisters, man. He took it seriously.
You worked for a company. They gave you a W-2 called Quizmeisters.
Nah, it was cash.
Behind the quiz nose.
They paid me. It was $50 a night just to host karaoke on Thursdays. 50 a night.
Was it quizzes or karaoke? Singing the answers?
I'm sorry. The quiz show.
The karaoke is the quiz, okay? That's what a lot of people don't understand about the culture. Karaoke is actually quizzing.
Well, I said karaoke because he allowed us to to integrate to do our own little thing with it. So I try to include karaoke in the quiz show, but
is quizzing really? You can take quizzes, but the act of being in a quiz is quizzing. Not prison, but quizzing.
I went to quizzing.
Because that's what quizzes feel like. They feel like prisons.
So if you call,
you gotta unlock.
If you call somebody on a quiz night, don't answer their phones. Well, I can't talk right now. I'm quizzing.
Would you rather go to prison or quizzing?
I'm in quizzing.
Like for all that time, them 35 years, motherfuckers just asking you questions the whole time.
I did 5 minutes in quizzing. Because you do minutes in quizzing. It ain't years. That 45 minutes of quizzing, man. Because there's always some shit. Why am I doing this?
And the questions.
How did I get myself in here?
And the questions wouldn't stop. The questions wouldn't stop.
How did I get myself in quizzing?
And why are people getting stabbed in here?
Quizzing is just like prison, bro.
Just with the questions.
It's always you're around a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Eating
You got
spreads.
to work together with the people in your unit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to know answers or you lose.
Yeah.
You could die for the wrong answer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to figure it out when you're in quizzing.
Right.
You're right. I did life in quizzing.
Could you imagine doing life in quizzing?
I wouldn't want to do it.
Bro, you know how
You
many...
be insane quizzing?
Nigga, you mean all day, every day you got to answer questions?
Answer
All
questions.
day. Oh, that's
all
horrible.
Day, every day.
That's horrible.
No.
You went quizzing.
Nigga, I've been quizzing like a motherfucker.
What's the capital of Georgia?
Yeah. And you're lucky if it's Scantron quizzing. You just got to fill in the dots. Imagine what about them quizzes where you got to write them paragraphs out?
Oh, I'm out.
You do
I'm
life
done.
in quizzing. Every day you got to answer. You got to write answers to quiz questions.
I'm going to the hole.
Yeah.
I'm going to the hole. I don't want to be a gym pop. Quizzing?
I ain't
Oh, what is
I
it,
don't
the
want
bonus
to.
question?
Yeah. I don't want to name that sound anymore.
Nigga.
Leave me alone. I don't want to name that sound anymore.
Life in quizzing with no tutor. I'm supposed to pass these quizzes if can't nobody help me study for them.
I don't know nothing about Pakistan.
Today is Pakistani cultural dice games. There's 100 questions on this.
Why does the year matter? Why does it?
Pakistani gangsters. 101.
Pakistan.
I can't name you one Pakistani gangster.
No matter how much work he put in on the streets. I don't know nothing about it.
Pakistani ice cream truck knowledge. Like if you doing life in quizzing, you have to have answers to everything.
Every single thing.
All subjects.
Yeah.
Or
How
at
many
least-
fingers am I holding up? High and low. Everything's a fucking quiz.
Life in quizzing, man.
Well, technically, how many fingers I'm holding up? Well, technically, the thumb is not a finger, so that's one.
Here we go.
My thing is
Another year.
what's the passing grade? Is a C cool?
In quizzing?
Yeah, in quizzing.
Ain't
like,
no passing. You here till you here, nigga.
so do, they don't
How
even,
you get out?
That's like keeping wins and losses in your prison basketball team. Like,
If you think of somebody in jail, like nigga, we 72-0 in this motherfucker, okay?
Oh my God.
When they put another nigga in my cell, it's back on.
But don't you think you'll set?
That nigga he be at the counselor's office trying to get taller cellmates. Like, nah, he's too short to be my cellie, okay? I need somebody at least 6'5", 6'7". He looking for a wing, looking for a shooting guard cellie.
nigga looking for a 3-and-D.
That nigga be in the paper looking through crimes, like, trying to figure out who's gonna be there.
Who coming in? Oh, this brother right here just carjacked 2 cars over here in La Cienega.
And ran away, outran the police at 2 high speeds. Oh, this motherfucker's fast. Oh, this nigga runs a 10-1 in 2 blocks.
Look, they doing the draft? Are they having the draft?
Nigga be watching.
What's the video?
Nigga be in the day room watching high-speed chases with
Police
with a camera.
That's our power forward.
Yeah, that's a faux flat.
Pause.
That's a faux flat. I know a faux flat when I see it. That's a faux flat.
that's
Look, the brother ain't got no shoes.
look, man. He's running like a real power forward. Look how he's shooting back. That's our shooting guard. He shot back at the police. That's our starting 2 guard. Nigga, life in quizzing would change
He
everything.
shot back at the police. That's not shit.
That's our shooting guard. It'd be a shootout between the guard and the police, and they watching on TV. It'd be a standing ovation in the day room, nigga. Like you know, like how when they find out who get the first pick in the draft.
Oh my
High
God.
five and shit. Motherfucker with a clipboard.
Life in quizzing.
Life and quizzing.
And your
caught
mama
him.
daddy there?
Because they want him to get caught so he can come to jail so he can be on the team.
Right.
So they cheering for the catch too. Like, yeah, he got one. He got one.
Life in Quizin.
We can play 2-3 zone. We get him.
That's some funny shit.
Wait, what? Is there a way to go have scouts or whatever that will actually know people that's going to do crimes?
All the niggas that's getting out, they send them to go scout the new niggas. What if that was what it was really about? What if gang culture was really inmates recruiting people to come in and be on the team?
That's why
Putting everybody on.
that's why the big homie send you on a mission.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
you to get caught. It is.
Hey man, they need a two guard. They need a two guard and Folsom. So go shoot this nigga.
Come
They
take my
need a
place.
two guard and Folsom. Go put the work in.
Come take my place. I'm trying to retire.
And man, in they hood, they always got basketball shoes on when they commit crime.
I didn't snitch. I just got recruited.
Motherfucker came up in here in a jogging suit.
Ready.
Life in Quizin.
Life in
Everything,
Quizin.
nigga.
Don't send me to Quizin.
So,
Quiz Contreras.
but if I ask, if you answer a bunch of questions, consecutively, wouldn't you get out?
No, it's still quiz. If
You still stuck quizzing?
I don't care how much you clean up the day room, nigga, as a trustee. You still got to do all the time. That you got.
Somebody said quizitary confinement.
You know what would be fucked up if they made you take the same test every day.
Oh.
And
Diabolical.
but you had to answer. Imagine being 20 years into nigga. I've seen this question 6,000 times.
What's the answer?
That's solitary.
That's crucial.
I can't do it. I'm gonna cut my tongue off. It's over.
But
I ain't got shit to say.
Life in Quizin.
Life in
life in quizzing. If they still had the hanky panky going on in quizzing, that'd be crucial.
So the hanky
Still-handed. What?
Yeah.
What you mean by hanky
Hanky
panky?
panky?
You know what they say be going on. I never been, but I just heard the stories that Adabisi going on up in there.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, the give and take.
Oh my God.
and answering questions at the same damn time. Oh nah.
Wait, how would the
You
show
get it
go?
wrong, you get it wrong.
How would Prison Break go? The show that was popular, the Quizzin' Break.
Quiz and break.
I mean, I didn't really watch the show,
That was a fire show.
Yeah.
but that is a fucked up way to torture somebody. Is keep making them fail a test that they're getting the right answers on.
Oh,
And you know how many?
I know goddamn well.
I know this shit is right, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? You asked me what year I was born. I told you 1975. How was that wrong? Motherfucker be correcting the name and date like now. How is my name wrong? But this is my name.
How is water not wet at room temperature?
if you keep getting that question wrong,
How is water not wet at room temperature? That's right.
if
hell?
you,
Shit
keep,
ain't
if you
frozen.
keep getting that question wrong, you'll start to second guess your answer.
Right.
Like I think the capital of Texas is Cincinnati.
That is not.
At this point, I mean, if you keep getting it wrong for 20 years,
For 20
years.
years.
20 years, you got to change the answer.
That's the ultimate gaslight.
Yeah.
Do you think there's ever been a teacher that hated you enough to mark something wrong that you got right?
Hell yeah,
And you didn't catch it?
absolutely. Miss Welch, Miss Muna Singer. I'm out here naming names.
Miss Reddick.
Why did Miss Reddick fuck with you like that?
Because I made her cry.
Oh wow, brother.
I made her cry in class, man. Because
You did?
class clown.
Oh, y'all both had her.
No, this is
No.
Miss Reddick. He didn't have Miss Reddick.
I ain't had that.
You made her cry?
Yeah, she just broke down because I just kept giving her a hard time, man. Just
Whoa.
cracking jokes, classrooms laughing.
Yeah.
Otto, please stop. Just stop. All right, Miss Reddick.
You was a class clown, Otto? Was you a class clown, Craig?
And this is college.
You know, my teacher. I was definitely.
Oh my
I was definitely a class clown,
Oh man.
but not a disrespectful class clown. Once I got to junior high, most of my teachers loved the nigga. I had one teacher when I was in high school, my home ec teacher, Mrs. I forgot her name. She passed too. Rest in peace. She was cool. She taught a nigga how to make peanut brittle.
After class, huh?
Peanut brittle.
You would know how to make peanut brittle.
She would give me 5 minutes every Friday, 5-10 minutes to get in front of the class and just make them laugh.
Oh man, that sounds fire. I would have killed it.
That's
My
awesome.
teachers
Hell
hated me.
yeah. I just forget her name. I just be up there just saying wild shit, nigga. When I was a clown, when I was a kid, when I was in kindergarten, you know what I used to do? We had a typewriter. And we would have to get up and give presentations in kindergarten on a little book or something. This was the first grade or kindergarten, I don't remember. I would just grab my typewriter, put paper in it, and just bang the keys.
Sounds like a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't say shit on the paper. It'd be X, X, Y, L, L, F, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5.
He was a key banger. Key
I
banger.
was supposed to be a comedian, so I would get up in front of the class, and that's how I would read it. I would act like I'm gonna do a presentation. I'd be like J J J J J F F F F F I 5 5 5 5 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 3 7 7 7 7 7 8 9 9 9 9 9 10 10 10 10 10 8 8 8 8 8 8 1 1 8 and then I would start trying to pronounce it like ja ba 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 1.
Nice.
And the class would be crying laughing.
Fire.
So I don't know if that teacher hated the nigga, but
Oh man.
I know she probably was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?"
That boy good.
But one teacher for sure, I called her sister a hoe. It was my history teacher. It was my history teacher in 10th grade. What was her name?
Wait, how did you know the history teacher's sister?
So what happened? You know, that's when we start getting into the slavery shit.
Right.
And they were talking about, I was mad that whatever history book we were reading had nigger in it. You know what I'm saying? And it was something that had to do with gardening or something like that, where the nigger slave picked up a hoe or something like that was in the writing.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, why? I mean, goddamn, she got to be a slave and a hoe. And then the teacher was like, said something along the lines where my rebuttal was, your sister's a hoe. I don't remember exactly. D can tell you better than I can.
Talk about gaslighting.
Yep.
Miss Jennings, I think her name was, hated me, nigga.
Your sister's a hoe.
Despised me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Miss Jennings.
We had we were in the Graphic Arts Academy up at HS, and in the 10th grade, me and Ernest, we was like both the class clowns, and we would like compete in the class. So in the 11th grade, it was like we got to split them up. We got to make sure that they're not in the same class, no matter what. Then in the 12th grade, it wasn't enough people, so we had to be in the same class. Oh man, we lit that motherfucker up.
Really?
Yeah, we used to be throwing pencils. We used to do all kind of shit. We used to have comedy show. We used to do all kind of shit up in that class.
Teacher hated you.
Except for Mr. Crawford. Mr. Crawford loved the touch the wall shit. That was our shit.
The touch the wall shit.
Well,
Huh? In class?
Since we used to all
Y'all
be
touching the wall in class?
in class.
Unreleased Michael Jackson album. This was supposed to be his disco debut, and everything went awry at the label. So they this been on the back burner for 57 years. It's Touch the Wall. It was the follow up to Off the Wall. Off the Wall was supposed to be the most. That was supposed to be the first. All Eyes on Me. And what happened was, they ran out of paper in Taiwan, and they couldn't make no more album covers to fit. They couldn't add to the existing album cover template. Wasn't enough paper in the world. So they said, we'll touch the wall later. We'll do that later.
Touch the wall, man.
Touch the wall.
Touch the wall was fire, man. Touch the wall was.
What is touch the wall?
Okay, so Touch the Wall, man, legendary, man. Shout out to Boots and Killer, you know what I'm saying, Dash, Ernest, Train.
Bobby Boots?
So, yeah, Bobby Boots. And so what it was we was all like class clowns up in there, but if you said something that wasn't funny, you had to get up and go touch the wall. Like, then go touch the wall. And then you just get up and go touch the wall. So all throughout class, niggas is getting up, walking, and touching the wall and coming back to their seats.
Who's the greatest class clown of all time that you know? Is it you?
I mean, I think I'm up there. Yeah, I think for sure. Because I wouldn't let people outclass clown me. Like,
really?
If that's what you want, then that's what I'm on.
Okay, I used to watch. I don't know if you could beat me. I don't know. We'll see. I used to tell me if you did anything more extreme than I'm gonna tell you a few things. In 7th grade, I used to, before I walk into class, I'd make sure everybody was in there, and when everybody was seated, I would always come in last. But I would have my pants coming down, so when I got to the front of the class, my pants would be at my ankle. Oh shit, my pants came down.
Slapstick. Oh, he's doing.
I was doing slapstick class. Nigga, I'm talking about nigga, ass everywhere. In 7th grade, whole class laughing. That was one. What was one of yours you used to do?
I mean. I went through a phase where I was farting in people's faces.
What?
Really?
Yeah, man. And I farted in the homie's girlfriend face. He didn't like it, but it was worth it. It was worth the laugh for me.
Bro, that is disgusting.
Farting in class and then farting in faces, that was just
That's assault like a motherfucker.
Is it?
You can't pepper motherfucker.
You intentionally releasing fumes.
How
Nah.
could anybody tell you that you did it on purpose?
I mean,
But-
you farting. I was just making sounds with my mouth. I didn't have to fart.
But look though,
Nothing's funnier than farting. in
no
class. This is
nobody's
amazing.
better than the physical class clown. It was some motherfuckers that would get physical with it.
Yeah.
The greatest class clown I've ever had the pleasure of having class with is a white boy named Rhett. Rhett. If Robin Williams was a kid, this is how he had to be. Rhett is the funniest motherfucker I've met to this day. And I ain't seen him since 4th grade.
Damn.
This nigga would come in class and just fall over his desk. Like on some Chris Farley shit.
Yeah.
But not like on top of it to where his desk would knock over and just lay on top of it and ignore the teacher for like 30 minutes. He just be laying on his desk, nigga.
The goat.
Rat.
Bro, he was
Rat, get up, please. Rat.
he was obsessed with falling on shit.
That's
I don't know
hilarious.
if it was a you know how some people can have like weird twitches or whatever.
Yeah.
He would just always be falling, but he would always fall to the ground at inappropriate times. You know what I'm saying? It would always be at a time like, nigga, why are you laying face down in front of the bus,
Yeah, this nigga had to practice that.
bro?
Yeah, like,
That might be the greatest.
That's the greatest.
that's the greatest.
When I start thinking of more shit, bro,
Rat the great.
I mean,
Red
top
Great.
notch. You said what?
like, I remember, yeah, like I said, my homie J-Dean wasn't happy about it. I got beat up. that day.
J-Dean?
Yeah, J-Dean. Yeah, he beat me up for farting in his girl's face. But I was willing to take the ass whooping.
He really put hands on you?
He slammed me in the bushes. He didn't fire on me. But that slam was enough.
What kind of fart was it?
Loud. It was a loud one.
Oh, it was
and it had a little lymph to it.
it was a startler.
It went up at the end. Got the end of it out. Yeah. That's what I said. Oh, whatever happens next just happens because that was amazing.
He said,
May I add something to the conversation about
Yeah.
this? Well, in elementary and middle school, I was and in high school as well. I was always in like the accelerated classes, so they're really like there was a bunch of like nerds in there. So I would always love when I had the opportunity to go to the regular classes
yeah.
because those had the best comedians in them. So shout out to Terry Miller.
Terry Miller was funny.
Yeah, he was amazing. Now he went to the military and got straight laced, but
Okay.
those are people.
Oh, you went to a gay school.
No.
Why would he have to go to? Yeah. Well, why did it take the military to get Terry straight?
No, he's straight laced. You know?
Now you don't even fuck with him no more because he's straight.
He should have been straight. He was born straight. So what do you mean he had to go get straight?
What do you mean?
Hey, that's a phrase niggas can't use no more.
Straight
In the
laced?
70s, if a nigga was on drugs, I mean, I had to go get straight, my nigga. You say that shit now.
I had to go get straight. Oh, really?
What, you got an asshole transplant? How'd you get straight?
You ain't off that
You got a
no
new
more?
ass? Imagine if gay dudes, in order not to be gay no more, they just had to go get a new ass.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
They had to go get a. Imagine if you could change your sexuality just by changing your organs. Somebody, hey man, I need a dick transplant, man. This one's dirty.
I think that
I can't use this one no more. It don't work like it used to.
I can guarantee you. I can
Have a
guarantee you.
recall?
Yeah.
It's just like
I can guarantee you that going straight would go down by 30%.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like, nah, I'm gonna just stay doing what I'm doing. I'm not getting to do. And it costs money.
Just imagine how mad a motherfucker would have to be if they was gay and they just thought, man, if I get a dick transplant, shit, feelings go away. And they get a new dick and they still on the same shit. They're like, man, hold on, man. I'm trying to I'm taking it back.
would it be a BHL?
Like to return my dick, huh?
A BHL? A booty hole lift?
Hilarious.
Is that what it be like that?
What would
I'm going straight.
I'm going straight.
would that be an awkward conversation with their lover? Hey, what's different here?
I'm getting. Yeah, I got rid of my gay ass. I got rid of my gay ass and got me a straight ass.
Let me explain why I got a dildo on my body.
Shit ain't working out here. You know what I'm saying?
Don't you think it's better that I'm always hard?
It's for our benefit.
The choice has been made.
Class clown, I'm telling you. I know some straight class clowns.
Oh shit!
I bet you Jim Carrey probably is the greatest. I feel like if you was in class with that nigga, you would be in fucking tears.
Jim Carrey would throw himself in the fish tank. So I know that.
While he feeding them.
Jim Carrey has to be the greatest.
I think Robin Williams.
Rob, you think he'd be the greatest?
Because I mean, Jim got better as when he was older. I mean, as a young Jim versus a young Robin.
Chris Farley probably had to be fire.
Mm-hmm.
So who's the funniest white boy?
The funniest white boy, it's a different white boy for acting and stand up.
Right.
Okay.
See, in our world, we got to be so great. There are niggas who are in both conversations, stand up and movies. Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
Right.
But it don't be like that with the white boys. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be multi-talented like that.
Yeah.
So I would say the funniest white boy in movies, bro.
Tom Hanks?
No, I'm gonna give you somebody.
He used to be.
Funniest white boy in movies is Bill Murray, nigga.
In
Of all time,
Man,
thank you.
in the
Thank
movie?
you so much.
Like acting
Yeah,
in
you
movies.
might be
Bill
right.
Murray. He might be the funniest ever.
You
Of
might
all
be
time.
right.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
In
You might be right.
movies, he
Absolutely.
is unfadable. Now, who's getting close though? Is two dudes, Will Ferrell,
Will Ferrell.
and the other dude that
Zach
he do a lot.
Galifianakis.
Nah, Zach ain't fucking with him. I'm
Zach-
The tall white
the one that played
no,
the
Adam
Step
Sandler.
Brothers with him.
the big nose.
I know.
The one in Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Played to
Shake and bake and shit
get
too.
hard. Yeah.
Right.
Get hard.
But nigga, Bill Murray is still unmatched, bro. He used to have me back when I never really lived around white people.
Man.
You know what I'm talking about? We was around white people, but in the late 80s, early 90s in
Right.
Detroit and then Pasadena, Detroit was 98% black. Back then, unless you went to San Rafael or some shit like that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You was around, your class would be 30 kids, it'd be 25 niggas.
Okay.
Right.
So what about on stage?
But Jim
So
Carrey's
what-
in that convo for acting though.
John C. Reilly is
yeah,
the name of the
yeah.
other person, but
Yeah, Jim
Yeah.
Carrey and Robin Williams for the movies.
So I got Bill Murray before I really would have white friends like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
What about Bob? Yeah.
What about bro? Groundhog Day,
Man.
yeah.
Groundhog Day, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that motherfucker was funny.
Okay, then in stand up, there's too many white. The God white boy is
Seinfeld.
no.
Seinfeld is a guy like a motherfucker. He is so funny. But nah,
Steve Martin. God.
Steve
dang.
Martin
Steve
is
Martin's a funny
crazy.
white boy too
Adam
on
Sandler in
movies.
too.
stand up with the ponytail that passed.
Oh, you talking about George
George
Carlin?
Carlin?
George Carlin might be the
George Carlin.
funniest comedian, period. But he's the funniest white boy stand up in my opinion.
Lenny Bruce.
But
Lenny Bruce, I only heard one album.
Me too.
Man.
one of the most influential was Gary Shandling.
I did not like
Okay,
Gary
Adam
Shandling.
Sandler, I forgot.
Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Adam Sandler and the other white boy would probably make the funniest movies. But Adam Sandler's character, he's not funny in character. He's not as funny as Bill Murray in his character.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
What's his name was funny as fuck too. The one that was in the movie with Sinbad that passed away, Phil Hartman.
Oh yeah,
Phil
Phil
Hartman.
Hartman
Phil
was.
Hartman was comedy.
Yeah.
I forgot. But the god of roasting, niggas never bring him up. But fucking Don Rickles, nigga,
Oh,
he's the greatest roaster of all time.
all times.
Second to none. I'm talking
How's that
about
for Don
mean.
Rickles?
I'm talking about mean,
But-
evil
But
shit.
people
Ben
don't
Stiller.
really hear, that evil, mean, evil shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what comedy is. It's
You gotta dive
pain.
into
You
that.
gotta, nigga.
You,
He was a monster.
you know,
Him and Rodney Dangerfield with the one line.
Rodney Dangerfield. You
Rodney
know,
Dangerfield might be he might be funnier.
He had
might be the funniest
niche.
white boy on stage.
Rodney did.
Because what you don't understand about even my brand of comedy, talking about women and other shit, that's the originator of that.
Mm-hmm.
He had hours on his wife cheating
Mm-hmm.
and talking bad about her. You know what I'm saying? He might be he might be the funniest just far as comedian ever, as far as joke crafting.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
writing like traditional jokes, not doing these, because you got to remember, Pryor and Cosby and them, they changed the game with these stories and, you know what I'm saying? But if you just go on jokes,
Yeah.
Like one liner.
Back-
They were
back
one-liners
jokes.
because
Yeah.
they would use those at the club.
Dangerfield is untouchable.
Yeah.
You know,
Go ahead.
and I was gonna say there's a white boy that I don't know if people are gonna agree with, but I think he got it on the movies or TV and on the stage. Is David Spade.
David Spade.
David Spade.
It was-
I did a roast with David Spade.
David Spade's hilarious, man.
David Spade.
Yeah, David Spade is actually cool as a motherfucker, dog.
He's such the like extra ass dude. Like if you would think if third wheel was a person, it's David
It's
Spade.
him.
Like he would be like always the other person in the room.
I watched TV shows just because he was in it. I know shit about it. It's probably the show that you're talking about, where it was a married couple and he was like the single dude.
Yeah.
And like you can watch that shit just off of his little jokes and shit alone. That motherfucker's comedy.
There's a couple of bigger A-list actors who have comedy chops, but because they're so good of an actor that they get pushed into the actor.
Yeah, Tom Hanks was a comedian.
Tom Hanks was a comedian.
Tom Hanks.
Comedian, yeah.
But,
Vince Vaughn.
but Leo's funny too.
Leo who? Santa Cruz?
DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah.
You said Leo Santa Cruz?
Yeah, that's a boxer. I'm like, damn.
He's
know,
a Leo. He's a Sagittarius.
You talking about the ice cream truck, nigga?
That's what I like most about Tom Hanks. He's a Sagittarius, and that's why I started fucking with him.
Oh my god.
But yeah, for me, acting, it would be Bill Murray. He's who made me understand like sarcasm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of his funny was like, he wouldn't necessarily say funny lines like Eddie Murphy. It would just be his response or his tone.
Yes.
Oh
Be
shit.
real aloof.
We can't forget one of the goats out there, Chevy Chase.
Chevy
Oh.
Chase.
National Lampoon's Christmas is the
Chevy Chase.
Gary Owen is a funny comedian, but he's not on the level of these these legends we talking about.
no.
Gary Owen is a great comic, man. I think he's dope. He makes me laugh. But in my personal opinion, his material is not on the level of them other dudes.
Yeah.
Like he don't be risking shit. It's really just him being so talented. He can get up there and talk about his family. But maybe I need to watch Gary Owen more. I don't want to speak negatively on the nigga's name. But
Bill Burr.
But Bill Burr,
now we talking about stand up. So look,
What about Leslie Nielsen?
No,
Leslie Nielsen was funny.
He's funny.
He wasn't like Tim Conway. The people like Carol Burnett show had some of the most legendary comedians on there.
Well, look, if we
okay.
want to talk about comedic actor, TV actor, Lucille Ball is the funniest of all time.
All
Yes,
time.
sir.
All time.
All time. It ain't even close.
And they said Lucille actually had body though too.
But fuck her, because she didn't like niggas.
Oh,
But-
Turner.
but Lucy-
back to Turner.
Married to Hispanic.
She like Hispanic.
You know, and Lucille Ball, I mean, shit, bro. But TV was way better in the 50s. It was,
Yeah.
50, it was way better. This shit is trash. compared
TV
to-
was better in the 50s.
Oh, Billy Crystal. Somebody said Billy Crystal.
Well,
You're
that's
right.
when it started.
in my opinion, not as far as like, just as, when I say it's better, it was like structured better. You understand what I'm saying?
And you can say more.
They used to say wild shit, bro.
In the 50s,
In the
60s, before they put the laws in.
No, like if you look at was it All in the Family?
Oh, yeah.
They was saying shit on there.
You said the 90s had
Yeah,
the
they
best.
did. I was gonna say that the 90s had the best TV.
Oh, but here's the thing.
For
But
black people.
90s definitely have fire TV, but I feel like the 50s was more original.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be. I mean, slavery was just getting out.
Slavery?
Because you forget,
I mean, prior to that, you didn't have
Nigga,
TV. It was only radio.
some of you niggas don't know about Mr. Ed, Bewitched, the
Thank
Dick Van Dyke
Dyke
Show.
Show.
All of them was
My
trash.
my three sons.
Green
That was
Acres.
good.
All of them was trash?
I hated Mr. Ed.
What?
I wasn't really off Bewitched like that.
Bro, I used to watch Gilligan's Island every day.
Now
Yes,
you talking.
sir.
Now
I
you
love
talking.
that.
Yeah, that right there was some
Gilligan
shit.
Island, Green Acres,
Bro,
Dukes of Hazzard. Oh.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Mr.
fire.
Ed.
Three's Company?
Yep.
I hate it. Oh my god.
Oh, you hated
I
Three's
hated
Company?
Three's Company.
You wildin' if you didn't like Three's
What was
Company.
it?
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah, I
Strangers?
didn't care.
Now I like Balky Bartakimus and them.
Y'all get-
That's the
but
shit
you-
right
y'all
there.
You
get
like
into
you
the
don't
90s.
like Three's Company, but you like Perfect Strangers.
Hell yeah. And Charles in Charge and,
Yeah,
and all that.
Charles
You get into the
in
90s.
charge.
Oh, Beverly Hillbillies was fire.
Yes, sir. It was. It was.
Yeah.
What y'all don't remember, some of y'all may.
My Little Robot.
Do you remember watching?
Green Acres?
No, Small Wonder.
Green Acres?
Small Wonder, yeah.
Do you remember watching TV and wondering what happens behind the camera?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember when behind the scenes shit started coming out. I would be excited for that shit.
Ernest goes
Yeah.
to jail.
See-
Ernest,
see-
nigga.
see-
Ernest had a bunch of duds.
He had like 3 hits.
Basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but don't get me wrong. He's a legend.
He's a
Rest in
legend.
peace.
Rest in peace.
But all I remember is you know what I mean, Vern? I don't remember any details.
Oh,
but
he goes to camp?
Remember the Monsters?
Man.
The monster.
The
Yeah.
Monsters with Eddie Monster. And all that?
The Monsters. They was trash too.
Oh, shut up.
They was. I didn't like them or the Addams Family. I just wasn't.
The Addams Family was fire.
Happy Days wasn't for them.
MASH. Did y'all watch
Fonz?
MASH?
The Fonz?
I definitely didn't fuck with MASH. That was the worst show of all time.
The Fonz.
God. That's Happy Days.
Yeah,
I know.
fuck with him.
Fonzie
I
was
wasn't
funny.
fucking with Fonz.
Wow, this is sad.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was into like the '80s when that shit started coming on. Then that shit was popping. Small Wonder and Wonder Years,
Punky Brewster.
Punky Brewster.
Shout out to TK.
Y'all leaving out a lot of good ass shows.
No, Boy Meets World. Topanga wanted me to.
Y'all skipping the 60s and the 70s. Y'all going into the 90s already. 80s, late 80s.
How was y'all watching cartoons that was out in the
Blossom was good.
Blossom,
Come on,
yeah.
Blossom.
Whoa.
No, but
Whoa.
if you're talking about old school shows or something, like In the Heat of the Night, I used to watch it with my grandma. all the time.
Hell no, yeah. You got an old soul.
Every time just watching that show would make you feel hot.
Yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
used to have to take I couldn't wear a sweater and watch Heat at Night because I was sweat. It just made me feel hot.
Get greasy, you know what I'm saying? Everything
That one dark nigga was always
greasy.
and sweaty.
Always.
Like these niggas, it was in somebody's mouth. That's what it looked like. And then fuck with Heat at Night.
You didn't fuck with Heat of the Night?
Nah.
I remember the show, but I wasn't into it like that.
Yeah,
Even Matlock. I remember Matlock, but I wasn't all the way in on Matlock.
Really?
It's
Perry
time to go-
Mason?
time to go
Murder
to
She
sleep.
Wrote.
Oh,
I remember Murder, She Wrote. Yeah.
Is that the one that had at the end had the nigga at the end he threw the paper and then
No, not she. She had a flat top.
and she threw the paper
She had
and
a flat top,
and then
yeah.
it turned into the symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
That
Murder,
shit
She
was
Wrote.
fire.
whatever show
Y'all
that was. I was
remember-
off of that.
Y'all remember Moonlighting?
I used to
Oh,
beat off
my
to the
goodness.
nanny.
Oh, it's the classy girl from
You didn't beat off to Fran Drescher ever?
Nah, beating off didn't come out until the
Yeah, I used to.
beating
Fran
off.
Drescher.
That didn't come out until the Jet magazines and shit. The
I used to
Jet
dabble.
Beauties.
This nigga. Jet Beauties, I've dabbled as well.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Do you remember that when you got to that age where you
just creased them
you
motherfuckers.
start beating off to moments of a show?
Man,
Oh, it's a moment.
Because you know you was only get 10, you was only get 10 seconds of D's ass. You know D from the Wayans world, the security bitch.
oh my
I mean,
god.
from the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Oh, that's you remember it from A-Man?
I beat off to her when she was on Amen.
Oh
too.
my goodness.
What?
I would always have to wait till Reverend Fry left the room, and then I would start beating off to her.
Out of respect.
Listen.
I couldn't. I just wait.
Wow.
I waited till the sun go
But
down.
as soon as Reverend Fry left the room, it was on with me and D.
Turn on the
I
light.
couldn't. I waited till the sun go down and turned on Real Sex on HBO and then beat off
You know what's
I was
funny?
beating off to,
Right up the cash cab.
I was beating off to motherfucking Jack Hay. Motherfucking
Jack A had it all.
Jack Hay. I wanted to marry
Jack A had it all.
Oh my God, y'all are crazy.
See that? But
on Sister.
yeah. It's only crazy if you're not on the TV screen. That's when it's crazy.
Yeah, that's when you got a problem.
Yeah,
And
you gotta,
then
you gotta,
gotta wait.
you gotta bust in your pants. and
You
then
got to
walk
wait the
away.
commercial break to go and clean up.
Oh,
No, you go to sleep. You go to sleep.
You get a whooping for jacking off?
Never.
Hey,
it on the TV?
but you like it. It makes you. My child is different.
It's an upper. It's like it's an upper. Bring you
Disciplined.
back. Keep you from being sleepy.
I almost got the cable turned off because my mom caught me watching the what's it Unplugged? What's the thing? BET Uncut?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't even play that.
Scramble porn. You
And I
used to
shouldn't have
watch
been
that?
touching my breast at the time too. It was a whole situation.
Love scramble porn.
Scramble porn was the best.
You had that TV with the knob go.
I feel like we
I
take
ain't
it for
gonna lie.
granted.
I was a Roseanne fiend too. I watched every episode of
yes,
Roseanne.
yes.
Man,
The Connors.
You know,
that's wild.
any TV show that was on
Home
before you-
Improvement. Home
Home
Improvement.
Improvement was it? Home Improvement was
all the
best.
shit that was
Tim
on
Allen?
before you had to pay rent.
Yeah.
That's why TV was so good because you didn't have to pay rent. Think about that.
Hell yeah.
If you had other shit to think about, Martin would have been trash to you.
You ain't got time.
Got this punk ass show about a radio host. They not even matched evenly. The bitch looked too good for the little nigga. And then this neighbor bitch that's a nigga. Martin would have been trash to you. If you was working for the city of Los Angeles when Martin came out, that would have been the dumbest show in the world to you.
All nigga do running around and
Who's this nigga
saying
ain't got no job and
saying
shit?
what's up, what's up.
Yeah, Chilligan's Island and shit.
transvestite. I clearly can see it's the nigga with the dress on. Why is this a whole nother character? I clearly see it's the nigga. It's the nigga. They ain't gonna make him really look like a bitch. I mean, Martin would be crazy to you.
They ain't even trying.
And little Roscoe. What about Roscoe? What you say about Roscoe?
Hey, niggas be like, I'm only watching it because he got the black.
Tell the nigga get off his knees. Stop acting like a child.
You be at the
wipe his face.
You be at the barbershop. Like, nigga, that Shanae is him.
Roscoe Jones. The security guard is him.
That's him, nigga. I'm telling you, that's him.
The nigga with the muscles, the beef
nigga greedy. He don't want to hide nobody else but himself.
And the white dude from accounting.
What type of nigga only hides other versions of himself? This motherfucker went. This nigga auditioned again for every character he played of himself.
Hide himself again.
Nigga, TV. I never hear my dad talking about these shows. I've never heard my dad bring up any of these shows because he was working.
Right.
He's working. Well, you know what niggas see that work when they watch TV? Oh, that nigga's gay. I know he ain't. That nigga Carl Winslow ain't on bitches like that. He don't want shit to do with his wife.
Look at me.
That nigga's fucking Steve. That's what the working nigga would say watching Family Matters. Steve Urkel and Carl Winslow are fucking.
Oh my God.
Turn this shit off.
That's what a working man would say about Family Matters.
What would they say about Full House?
Why would he always be at the house if he wasn't fucking him? He's over there every day knocking on his fucking door.
At one point, he had a key, right?
Yeah,
he was walking in. He's walking in.
We would make a nigga think he could just walk in a nigga house if he ain't fucking him.
Why his pants so damn high?
That's what a working man's perception of TV is.
That's why that girl don't like him, because she know what's going on with him and his father.
The only show working niggas like is Cops.
Oh God!
Hey, I can get with that. That ain't no fantasy shit, nigga. I can get with that. Okay, that's reality. Okay, because this life don't work like this TV show where everybody make up and shit work perfect, nigga. I just lost my motherfucking job, and you think I want to see niggas be happy at the end of their shit? I'm watching Cops.
Right? What would they say about the Cosby Show though?
Oh man,
they would say, "Oh yeah. Claire's obviously fucking one of her daughter's boyfriend."
Right?
Because look how ugly Bill is, and this bitch is like everybody come in the house. Everybody want to come to the Cosby's house. But the reality is this: she's gold digging bitch.
What's my man?
I don't understand how they gonna call the show.
Denise's husband.
That is the most. He got to be fucking Dabness Bricky or one. She's got to be fucking one of them.
Why Dabness?
Okay.
But then again, the show. But then again, the show don't make no sense to me. How you gonna call the show the Cosby Show and then the name is Cliff Huxtable?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
You know.
At all.
I never noticed that shit, but that's real shit. Why is it called the Cosby Show and his name is Heathcliff Huxtable?
Wow.
When did you notice that?
Oh, I loved that a long time ago.
I didn't. I never put it together. I never.
Today, years old.
I figured it out when I found out he had the Bill Cosby Show prior to that. Like, okay, I see this nigga just put his name on everything.
Yeah, he did. He was a gym teacher, right? And on the Bill Cosby Show.
He was a gym teacher. Like, that didn't last.
Crazy.
YouTube. I mean, shout out to YouTube.
I wonder if there any other show like that.
Cosby Show. Cosby.
I just saw the Richard Pryor show.
The one that came after with Dougie Doug on it. That was trash. I wasn't off that.
It was another one after the first one.
Yeah,
it's three. It's
three Cosby.
It's the Cosby Show. What's the Cosby?
Oh, the Steve Harvey show was like that.
Yeah, Steve Harvey had two shows too.
No, but Steve Harvey, he was Mr. Hightower though in the show.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he wasn't Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey. You know, my dumb ass thought Steve Harvey really was a singer.
Me too.
When they made that episode, when the funk hit the fan, it's gonna smell like grits and ham. Come on, get funky.
Yay!
It's a funky. When the funk hits the fan, it's gonna smell like grits and ham.
At that time was very different.
Yeah.
So that mean that you went to Tower Records.
Yes.
Hey, y'all got funk hit the fan? Do y'all got funk hit the fan?
Let me speak to your supervisor because I know y'all got it.
No, I ain't got it.
That's in here.
So how this song on Channel 5?
I'm going to Warehouse.
Channel 5.
Fuck that. I'm going to Warehouse. Borders ain't got it either. What the hell?
But see, you just start stupid shit. Yeah, but if you a grown ass man working TV, you don't watch it like everybody else.
Nah, it's bullshit.
You fuck with reality.
And sports.
What about Good Time?
And Rock Live.
That's hilarious.
Eleanor! I only trust Rock Live because this shit is live.
Oh my God, Rock was amazing.
The TV show?
Yeah.
You remember when he was about to fight?
Live, right.
Who was he about to fight? Nigga was dealing drugs in the.
He was about to fight Pinky, nigga.
Yeah, Pinky,
Wow.
nigga. Pinky, nigga.
Yeah.
He's about to fight punk ass Chauncey. From
But when
Minister
you,
Society.
but,
Fat ass Johnson.
but Barack was an overactor. Charles
was
Dutton was over.
definitely-
That lip was always quivering.
Over everything.
No, Charles
And then it
Dutton.
tilt the head with the eye up.
Charles Dutton is an amazing theater actor. I saw
Happy
him on
anniversary.
Broadway in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. He was amazing.
Okay.
He's phenomenal.
Yo, Pop.
Yeah,
Hey, where's Joey?
they always.
Yo, Pop.
If I ever get a TV show, nigga, make sure that you match my wife right. Don't
Who
have
will
me.
be your dream wife?
Claire Huxtable
Still.
No, I'm talking about
the
like.
baddest bitch of all time.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about like somebody right now, like a person that would be around your age. Like
Yeah, he was
Felicia
Claire
Rashad is
Huxtable.
like 70 something.
who would play my wife?
Yeah.
On the show.
I think
Today.
a perfect fit to play my wife on a TV show
Today.
Today. Oh, this got to be good. Too.
Mm-hmm.
would be Vanessa Simmons.
Oh, that is a very interesting choice.
Yeah, that's the code. That's
That's
that.
But
okay.
she's a little young though.
She's a year younger than me. She might, yeah.
Oh, I'm so okay.
Nia Long is a grandmother now, nigga.
Yeah.
She's 58. Nia Long,
Somebody said Robin Thede in the YouTube chat. No.
yeah.
Somebody said, I think it's supposed to say Lizzo. Yeah, fuck it.
That's for Todd, Lizzo. You
Get
fucking-
me out there.
to play your wife though.
Yeah, why not?
What about you?
Oh my God.
He just went with it. Just disagreed. Like, I'm not
Somebody
even
said
gonna
Tracy
argue
Ellis
that one.
Ross for
We
you, Craig.
We just got through making love.
You said what?
Somebody said Tracy Ellis Ross for you.
Oh yeah.
I think there will be too much going on though, because y'all both crazy.
It'll be funny.
That'd be funny. That'd be
funny
funny.
to the motherfucker.
Yeah, I like him older.
Yeah. I mean, she's 50. She's still bad.
Oh, yeah, she bad.
I go with Zoe. No?
Zoe who?
Kravitz?
Oh, Zoe Kravitz. Oh, good
Let me
choice.
see her. I don't even know what she
Oh,
looks
Zoe
like.
Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz, and Lisa Bonet daughter.
Regina King.
She been a lot. Regina King.
She's older than you, brother.
That's all right. Like I'm older.
Mine would be Mos Def. Yasin, babe, you play my husband.
Who?
Most Def as your husband
I
on the
love
show.
Mos Def. Just to be around him.
I would love to watch that show. Which one of them is Most Def?
What would your show be about?
You talking? Huh?
I've been watching for 5 seasons.
What would your show be about?
My show would be about me being a media mogul and my husband being a poet.
A spoken word artist.
He was a
Oh, my God.
slam poet.
I
Please.
but
Set it up.
there's a lot of conflict there. I like the choice.
I love it.
There's so many points they could bump heads at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Another poetry show?
Another poetry slam.
I'm trying to get this app off the ground. And you,
What will yours be about, Ty?
it will be about a former backup dancer. Yeah, I was a former background dancer, and I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to find 2 other brothers that's willing to dance and make a comeback. This is our year.
I missed it. I'm over here still looking
This
at
is-
alternative wives over here. My bad.
This is
Alternative
our
wives.
year.
Alternative wives. What is that?
I was still looking at
This nigga, he put him on some bullshit already. Hey,
He out there with Pornhub pulled up. Like, one of these people can be.
Pornhub is not
I would
good.
be the mine would be about the owner of an illegal sperm bank. This-
Whoa. Dun.
Oh man,
I got
what's the
The
sting
owner of
operation like?
the legal sperm bank. I'm beating off, saving my own nuts, selling it.
Oh, it's called Bustin' Loose?
It's called busting loose.
Bustin' Loose.
Just imagine how that would change your sex life if you could sell it.
Imagine how sleepy you would be.
You'd be tired all the time.
Bustin' Loose.
You feel what I'm saying? But look, imagine you just need a car. I need a couple dollars. You just go, and sell it to somebody.
On the
Yeah.
streets.
Yeah.
I got 2 for 5, nigga. 2 for 5.
But you also on the side sell like
How you put
bus
in the-
rejuvenation. Like after you come or whatever, you take this shot
Is the bus
or a
reset?
pill. It's a reset button, so you don't feel tired.
Rebust.
You would have to.
Rebus.
It would save you a lot of money. What if he had to What if he had to come to get in the club?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, brother.
Be coming.
Hold on, bro. I'm getting this motherfucker. Hold on.
Yeah. I can do it right here. I can do it right
Hey,
here.
hey, I see y'all in there.
Because I'm getting in this club tonight. I drove all the way out here. I'm getting in this
I
club.
gotta get my groove on.
You wanted to go up against the wall or just anywhere? I just shoot it out.
It would be hard to pay for everybody.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no.
yeah. I'm not paying
A
nobody
nigga
else.
would never borrow nothing from you. Hey,
No.
man, I ain't got to come to get in. Can I borrow some?
No, but you would have to be hard to pay for somebody.
Did you? Could you imagine?
I gotta bust all these nuts for y'all niggas to get in, man.
Ain't none of you niggas got money? Fuck.
You bet not let this person in the club. These 6 people with me. I'm finna get them in. You don't let that motherfucker in the club.
That nigga got 8 pair of balls.
That nigga go pass out.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Todd. Okay, Craig.
What if dancing actually led to orgasm?
Whoa.
Almost has.
Nigga, that
So
dance
close.
floor would be packed, and it'd be motherfuckers laying all over it.
See,
Niggas
Cabbage
passed
Patch
out.
like a
The
motherfucker.
dance floor would be the dance floor would look like a battlefield. You know, after a war with all them bodies on the floor.
You're not talking about freaking. You talking about like
Yeah,
90s dancing.
yeah.
The niggas doing the RoboCop and shit.
Niggas bust.
Ah.
Oh, and then fall on the ground. Somebody trip. It's like
Oh, man.
a cycling race, like a bicycle race. How one bike falls and everybody else trampled over.
Motherfucker be doing the heavy D and collapse on the other side.
What if he had to bust to get a drink at the bar?
Damn.
I feel like busting.
Yeah.
I feel like
You got to start before you
I
get
get
to
a
the
water?
bar, though. You know what I'm saying? I can't get a drink. I think I'm already almost there when I get to the
That's
bar.
a very slippery slope.
I'm trying to keep
That'd
my.
be rude.
I'm trying to preserve my nuts for the ladies.
Bro, this is crazy.
That's- that's rude, though.
But what kind of nut? What if the bartender had the judge and be like, "Oh, you get in the house or you getting top shelf, depending on the type of nut you have."
I'm getting top shelf.
Okay.
That's what I want.
And if you
Do
know
what I
you're
gotta
getting
do.
taco vodka all night.
Drink a lot of water and
Hey,
eat
hey,
peanuts.
hey.
What if that?
Been looking at the bartender dead in the eye too, like.
What if that's how you?
Yeah, that was wild.
What if
that
that-
motherfucker's insane.
See a lot of blood on the dance floor. I tell you, like,
Yo, it had to be some kind of etiquette to it. You got to come up already ready to bust. Because if you lean all on the bar and you up there 20 minutes, got your leg all on motherfuckers,
your
like, man,
pregame will be totally different.
yeah, like watch out, man. You bullshit. You ain't getting no drink,
Bro,
Fuck
that's
out.
some crazy shit.
Get up, man.
But what? Because you come in sometimes. Like, how do you get on the VIP list of the club?
Hey, what if you
Like,
had
what
to,
is that? What is that requirement?
what if you had to? What if you had to bust in front of the church when you got saved?
No.
No, man.
You do altar call, nigga.
That's how you confess with your mouth. What are you?
You do altar call, nigga.
No. nigga.
You get put. You better be sure. You better be sure they got that's in writing.
What?
You got to be sure that that's in writing. Because if you go pulling that and they ain't with it, you get put out of there real quick.
Oh my
What
God.
the? I know somebody is listening to this shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Like
That's
somebody
right.
on here said testimony service would be a little bit different. Okay, like
It'd be a seximony.
testimony.
Like, we ain't going to this church no more.
Give it under the God.
What if?
That pastor crazy.
I think I'm going back to a church if they come in.
Hopefully, he's a female pastor.
No, but what?
Yeah, I mean,
What he's
Yeah,
he's
hopefully.
coming back is a totally
Oh,
different.
Just
Lord is
just
coming
like,
back.
Just like he said he would. Everything gonna be all right.
It'll be totally different.
It's coming back. And again and again.
Oh my God.
bro, this is
That's-
crazy.
Oh, somebody in the YouTube shot said they will be screaming, "I'm coming, Lord." Shout out to Pay May.
I'm coming up.
The rough side of the mountain.
What?
The rough side of the mountain. Oh no.
Oh my God.
I mean, I don't understand, but when people come, everybody says, "Oh my God." Why is that? Why?
Whoa.
Why? Oh my God. Come on now, ladies. You know.
I'm sure
Somebody
there's some,
said, "Y'all motherfuckers crazy."
I'm sure there's some country out there where you probably got to bust in front of her parents to get her hand in
But
marriage.
look, if that was the way you and a woman
Oh, that's
greeted,
strange, Otto.
Yeah.
The praise dancing would be crazy.
oh, what?
Otto over here judging motherfuckers. You bust in front of some parents. He's
Tithes and offering.
that's
Another
weird.
situation.
You're being weird now. All this shit we talking about now, I'm being weird. Okay, nigga.
He said this
I
shit
mean,
weird.
busting in front of parents is a little too far. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a little too far. I mean,
You got a spirit of pride on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, you doing too much now.
you can bust again to the club,
Yeah.
bust again to church, but busting in front of somebody's mama?
Yeah,
On your mom?
that's too crazy. Now you're being weird.
But it was show and tell, so that's okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a little cocky, and I think that we're greater than we really are. But I think that we've talked about things that have possibly never been talked about in the history.
I'm quite sure.
The history. Because sometimes I be
talking.
saying shit, I be feeling like I be sensing nigga get uncomfortable. Like,
People talk about it.
But see,
Thought about it.
His sense of nigga get uncomfortable, then he go push the gas a little bit more. Like, I get you all the way out this conversation.
I feel like busting loose.
hey, I know I done made snaps uncomfortable with some of this shit.
Hilarious.
Oh my!
I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes we just get to talking that shit, man.
Fuck it.